Hello, I'm Shelley Rothus, and I'm a different kind of victim. Well, the spring chicken is out of business. Yeah, that was from doing all that cleaning, 5 hours of cleaning. Oh, I guess I'm not able to be 16 years old anymore. I, I really wanted to become a wrestler still, but I think they would need to replace my right leg. So now it's not the knee, now it's in the, I guess, growing and hip area where it hurts. Normally, people always tell me, well, you need to stay off your feet and let it get back to being better. I hate hearing people say, stay off your feet. In this case, I have to. Because every time I, even trying to walk to the bathroom, I almost fell over because it hurt so bad and it would almost like it went out on me. So I was like, ah. So I guess I have to relax and ice it and all that and keep my feet elevated, especially that area. It's easier to deal with the knee because I just put a knee brace on and it lets me still walk. It hurts a little bit, but at least it lets me walk. I don't think there's a brace for this. Okay, well, today's topic, I'll be discussing bullying based on communication and lies versus truth. And this will go along with ah sloppy hypocritical ageism. That's right. Communication is within that too. So, as we know, we've been going over bullying, and I've been showing slides to give examples as for what I'm talking about. Well, an update on what's been going on. I've been speaking to, quite a bit of different people that were involved in this. And, I'm hearing this, that, and that. Lies, lies, lies. All these. I mean, I don't know what to believe is the truth. I mean, one person says this, another says that. These are the types of people that are in these clans, you know, that you don't know. I mean, how can these people be your friends when they start crap? They finally admitted, certain ones, that they didn't even realize if, it was true or not as to what I was being accused of. They just went by what one clan member said, and blah, blah, blah. So, another thing that I realized is that people need to mind their own, excuse my language, fucking business. I mean, it's really ridiculous. I mean, like in the hate group, they brought up even the other person that's going to go onto the communication saying that I said that I thought that Ken wanted to come here to have sex with me. And I'm like, how the heck did that come about? Now, like I had stated, I had only spoken to mainly Carla and Ken. And all of a sudden, there's this thing going around talking about me and Ken after they find out that me and him are talking or something. And who knows how it started. But, that the sloppy hypocritical ageism. It's like those, like I even brought this up in another video, based upon this. The kid saying, oh look, oh she's talking to him. Oh oh guess you know what? And then it goes to the next person. Oh she kissed him. Oh that she wants to do it with him. Oh my God. You know what? I mean it's not even about maturity. It's about being respectful to other people. I mean, me talking to Ken and what we talk about is nobody's effing business. And even though none of that was true, I never expected anything more than a friendship from him. Even if, let's say, me or him ever did during that time, whose business is it? Oh my goodness. I mean, you wouldn't believe how many people brought that up. And then I heard that other people that I don't even want to associate with or and haven't spoken to in years had even mentioned something. Like the recent thing I heard was that, what was it? Oh, somebody said, oh, they wonder if Ken was flirting with me, or, said something possibly, I don't know, sexual or something, that, he was leading me on, somebody asked me. Well, I'm thinking to myself, like, what? I told them no, but you know what? Really, the answer is it's none of your fucking business, you know? And that's where it becomes to, you know, respect also, you know? And that's where I would say that Ken broke my respect. And I guess I can say, you know what? I broke his too. Because I should have stuck to what I see as wrong. It's none of their business. What I talk about, whether it's with Ken or with anybody else, as to where if I, have that, relationship with that person, whether it's friendship or more, it's none of anybody's business. You know, these people are sitting there trying to make assumptions based upon this or that, when they have not even been in anything, personal conversation between me and that person. So why are people making assumptions based upon, just building it off anything? First it was based upon my story itself, or, what I've said based upon how my story came about. I mean, really, the people that are even thinking about that, they must have nothing better in their life. It's like, I'm going to give them the name of the place that I got my slightly used penis, and see if they want to get one for themselves. Maybe they could stick it in their mouth so they could shut their mouths and find something better to do. The slightly used penis, they might find something interesting to do with it. Better than sitting there trying to, lurk into other people's, you know, relationship status or what they're doing and whatnot. Get a freaking life, you know. I mean, it's almost like, these people want to know what's going on in my life. As is your life that boring? Well, here I'll give them some livelihood. I'm gonna give them some gossip to start. Okay. Um. Well, Pootie Lube. I have to admit, you know, I was wondering. I really wanted to do this for a while. I was wondering if he could, you know, when he burns his beard again. I love the incense of, burnt, beard hair. You know, it really gets me going. So I was wondering if he could send me some of that, in the mail. Well, and when he grows it back, I was wondering if he could cut some of his beard off for me, because I remember he put some Christmas lights on it one time. So I was gonna take his beard and, put elastic around it so I could wear it as was my own. And if he could give me those Christmas lights that he used, I mean, I'd really appreciate it. I'd also like to use his beard for other, personal reasons. I like smelling beards, because it really, it's a turn on to me. You know, I'm just giving them some more stuff that they could, say about me. Maybe they can come up with some new stuff of their own, and, build up on that, with some more lies. You know, so, okay, here, let's think of another gossip that they could talk about. Oh, I got one. Okay, I'll use puberty diarist. Okay. Oh, here's one that they could build on. Um, yes, I had. See, I'm not good at lying. This is hard. I can't think of anything. Oh my goodness. How do these people come up with this stuff? Um, I was thinking for, okay, my birthday. Um, I was wondering if he could make a video and shake his butt to "Baby Got Back" song. uh, it's like, you know, that's what I want for my birthday. You know, I was wondering if he could put some of his long hair and put it on his butt and make it into a ponytail and make it look like his butt has a ponytail on it. You know, I mean, I find that so attractive, you know. And I was wondering if he could take that ponytail, you know, and then send it to me, you know, after it's been on his butt, you know, because that would be something that would be highly, that would be really exciting to me. Well, I could also, well, I have some issues with growing hair in certain areas, so I could use it for that too, you know, as a replacement for a wig there. Oh my. Okay. Well, I mean, that's just how crazy, you know, this gossip gets and lies, you know, because people have nothing better to do with their lives, you know. As for another thing I heard was based upon, I don't know, my abusers, you know. It's like, good luck on that, you know. I already spoke to my therapist, by the way, guys, the one that knows about all the abuse. You know, I told her what was told to me, and she was like, oh my God, you know. And even if my parents, you know, like I know my sister and mom would do it, you know, that's how low and pathetic they are. You know, by the way, I got evidence on their butts too that would put their butts away. So their lies aren't going to pass. So even my therapist and psychiatrist will laugh their butts off at these people, thinking that they could get, you know, them to believe their BS, you know, their big lies, you know. Even my, you know, therapist said that if any of you guys called her, she would, you know, tell you straight up, you know, adios, and she would block you and block your number. She actually blocked my mother's number because she kept on trying to call and spread lies about me to her. So, nice try, guys. Very good. You know, I give you a thumbs up for your BS. As for the incident itself, like I said, it was self defense. You know, these people may come back and cry, you know, and be upset that I'm saying the truth. At least what I'm saying is the truth. That's the main thing. And then also, again, you know, I'm not the bad person, and I'm not going to see myself as the bad person because even my therapist agrees. You know, before I used to just sit back and take it or even apologize for things that I shouldn't have to apologize for. The things I showed were the truth. I wasn't sitting there spreading lies about people. I was saying the truth at least. With me, these people, they started it by believing the lies. See, that's where I'm upset with Ken because right away he believed the lies. And he jumped into that, you know, bullying hate group and started saying crap that was totally unnecessary. Even if I did do something like that, that was so despicable and cruel to do to anybody, you know. And I had to explain it to them of all the bad things that they did to me, you know, because they're looking at me thinking, well, you're doing this and this and that. Well, again, self defense. I'm not going to sit there and just take it. You know, that'd be like telling someone who's getting physically abused to just take it and be the bigger person and just take it. No. You know, everything I said, they deserved every single bit of it. And I'm not going to, you know, feel sorry for them, and I'm not going to apologize because I defended myself. Am I going to stop if they own up to what they did? You know, they really, you know, did do really cruel, despicable, inexcusable things. So first, you know, there was the lies about me, and those people that got in that bullying hate group that said that they're my friends, so lies, then getting into a hate group and talking crap about me with others, especially people that I thought I could trust, which at the time was mainly Ken and Carla, and getting in those groups. And they're still in that group. I don't give a crap if, you know, they say, well, we have the right to be in a group like that. You know, one moron, Shitsula, said, you know, well, we have a group that we're talking about you. What do you care? You know, in thinking that's okay. You know, why do you need to have a group to talk about people? You know, you're talking about me and John Paul. You know, ooh, you know, wow, you're so cool, get a freaking life. And then, Ken, he ends up going into a group of mine that was personal, private, and very, you know, special to me. It was. Now it's more of a trauma because he ends up humiliating me based upon some lies that he heard. Someone said, well, he was hurt. Well, you know what? He wouldn't have been hurt if he had come to me and was respectful enough to come to me and talk to me about what was being said. you know? So that was his fault. I hate when people try to blame the person that didn't play a role in any of that's happening for defending themselves. That was his fault alone. Just like it was my abuser's fault for making up lies about me and me being hurt about it and upset about it. I have a right to be upset and hurt by it based upon what happened because I trusted Ken and he did that to me. I trusted Carla in that group. And look what happened. So yeah, that was very traumatizing because, like I said, he was the first person I trusted, and that was very hurtful that, he did that, especially since he was the first person I trusted, even in that group, you know. And then I open up to this person. He's the first person I open up to, and, about my abuse and my life and everything else, and said things I never told anybody else. And he ends up talking about me based upon the things that I shared with him, and then being cruel and despicable about it, and saying really cruel and nasty things based upon it, knowing their lies. And then, just because he believed some rumors, I heard, like it was somebody that I haven't spoken to in years, who was asking if, he was, if I don't even know what the heck he was talking about, but, he had to come back with, to Shitsula's comment, which he knows she's a piece of crap, lying little piece of crap, no good bitch, who said, something about asking him if he's gonna, do the slap and tickle or something. Who the hell knows what that is? Hell, I didn't even know what piling was. I had to look it up. I was like, what the hell does piling mean? Anyways, so she had to say that, and then he had to put in there the most cruel thing anybody's ever said to me, saying that he wouldn't want to pile on the mentally unwell. Well, I find it mentally unwell to be in a hate group shit-talking somebody that respected and trusted you. I find it mentally unwell to make false accusations upon somebody based upon calling them, saying that they're a possible stalker or sexual offender or psycho. Again, you're complete idiots. Even my therapist realized that. If that was actually happening, if Ken had a brain, I thought he did, he would have realized, well, I've known Shelley since 2019. These people don't know anything about our conversations together. And she has never once asked me out or, made it as though she actually wants to, be in a relationship. And even if I did, and he said no, and I didn't stop, that's when it would have been a problem. If I kept on doing crazy things like that, that's what psycho is. That would be like me pressuring him, making him uncomfortable when he pushed away. That's what that is. And that would have happened a long time ago. So these ignorant morons are coming up with, imbecilic assumptions just to start shit. And if anything, Ken was an imbecile to go along with it, because he ended up saying things knowing they're not true. There people are saying, well, he thought it was true. And I even showed the proof that he knows that I was joking, because he's made jokes himself. I've seen him do it with other times, so big deal. But I'm, like I said in my slides, I'm not some, asshole who would do something like that to somebody that respected and trusted me. If he had a problem with me, he should have come to me and spoke to me about it. But no, that goes back to sloppy hypocritical ageism. Go in some hate group and, spread gossip. you know. So, as for the ending part, this was all based upon lies, you know. And the whole time, I was telling the truth. So I ended up getting the, slam because somebody started a lie. And I still don't know who to believe. I've heard from numerous people, blah, 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 blah. You know what? I don't know. But the whole point is that these people, that certain ones that I actually trusted and respected, ended up doing really despicable, cruel things. So the point is that it's not my fault that these people did these things. And I'm not going to apologize for defending myself. Will I stop doing it? Yeah, if they cut their crap out. Just like if somebody is hitting me and I defend myself, they stop hitting me, I'm going to stop hitting them. Somebody attacks me verbally in any way, I'm going to defend myself until it stops. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So I'm not going to apologize for defending myself. And I'm also going to stand by mind your own effing business when it comes to other people's relationships with no matter who it is. Because it's really none of your business. Get a freaking life. So, to keep the gossip going, so, Booty Lube, I really hope that you send me those, Christmas lights that you put on your beard that time, and cut off part of your beard for me. I'm really excited about that, so I could, use that in several different ways. It's a really exciting thing. That'd be a great gift. Oh, but you might, need my address. But oh, maybe I should start some rumors about you. Oh no, he has my address. Oh, he's really messed up. He's gonna do this or that. Yeah. No, I could. That's really messed up. People saying that kind of crap. Oh yeah, that's right. For my birthday, Ken. Yeah, cut off your hair. And make it into a ponytail, and then attach it to your, backside. And then send it to me so I can sniff it after. Oh, but yeah, and make sure that you don't wipe your butt, okay? Yeah, and Booty Loop, could you take your your beard, and then maybe fart on it or something, and then send it to me so it has a special scent to it. Yeah, yeah, I'm just trying to give them some more gossip to spread, some more stuff to go off of, who knows what that would come back as, I would find that quite interesting. Okay. 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 So as you can see, lies versus truth. That's so true based upon what's happening even now, and it's happened with my three abusers all the time. Their lies. So many people bought their lies. It's not even funny. So, as for the bullying incident, it's called self-defense, and I'm not going to regret it. I'm actually proud of myself for defending myself and showing the truth based upon these people that actually harm innocent people. And I was the innocent one. This whole incident was based upon lies, and then the one person that I first trusted in my whole life ends up doing the most despicable and cruel thing to me. And yeah, it did hurt really badly, and it did affect me, as to who I am as a person now and how, I feel about things. And that's something that people should, at least, understand, and be empathetic. Maybe they think, I should do this or that, but, the situation really did traumatize me and affect me negatively as for how that person reacted and what they've said and did during it. So, I hope you guys don't forget the gifts that I want. It's like, it's something that, oh, and, maybe you could bring that up in your little group, and come up with new ideas and lies and twist it, around in some other ways, that'll be quite interesting. So, ending result. Adults do the same thing. They can't mind their own business. They always have to lurk into other people's relationships, and then even start crap. I don't understand. I don't understand why people get off of, you know, doing nasty things like this that actually, can, hurt somebody in the end. And they actually get a kick off of it. That's, like I said, it's, to some people, it's fun to be an asshole, you know? But don't try to blame somebody for your choosing to be an asshole when they defend themselves. And that's what my whole point was with doing all this. Like I said, I'm not going to do that Bible quote of do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. I'm going to do unto others as they do unto me and defend myself. And yes, my therapist actually thinks that's good, that I am doing it that way, because I'm not going to sit there and be a mat and then apologize for things that I didn't do wrong and take blame for it all the time. That's where I ended up having bad relationships, because I would continue to apologize for things when it was actually their wrongdoing, or I would even continue relationships with people who did despicable and cruel things like this to me. So, communication, gossip, lies, being respectful, coming to a person and talking to them, keeping your nose out of others' relationships and business. And when you're in a relationship, keeping things between you and that person if you respect and trust them. See, that's where respect comes in too. What's the point of having a relationship with anyone that doesn't respect you? And that shows that Ken didn't respect me, as to where he ended up in a hate group talking crap about me. So, yeah, that's not respect. It wasn't equal in the relationship for him to do something that despicable and cruel to me. So, that's it for this topic for today, based on bullying, communication, respect, gossip, lies, and as for the situation itself, self-defense is not being a bully or being mean. It's self-defense. And it will stop, but self-defense, that's exactly what it is. It will stop. I won't need to self-defend once those lies stop and their abusive behavior stop. So, don't forget my presence, guys. I'm Shelley Rothus, and I'm a different kind of victim. See you guys next time.